let's talk about some creative ways to use up extra dairy and ways to prolong the life of our beloved milk when we don't get to drinking it all fast enough. There is nothing more heartbreaking than having to throw out milk that has soured. So I'm sharing some tips and tricks to make sure every last drop gets used and nothing is wasted. Although we get fresh raw milk from a local dairy, all of these tips can be used for pasteurized milk as well. Although I never recommend ultra pasteurized milk for any reason, and that's a conversation we can have at a later time if you're curious. I don't know if this is a thing for everybody, but I'm constantly feel like I'm playing musical jars with my milk jars. Since I pick up from a dairy, I need all of my jars clean to drop off and swap with full jars. So I'm trying to find vessels for my milk that I have not drank yet so I can go pick up more fresh milk. And it's a weekly battle that I gladly accept because it means the freshest, most nutrient-dense milk for my family. We enjoy our milk full fat, meaning I like to leave all the cream and shake it before pouring, but I also have many uses for the cream by itself, so I'll pull some cream off the top of a couple gallons here and there. Raw cream is like a little gift from nature that never loses its excitement. We treasure it around here big time. And we've recently found these amazing lids with handles that make life so much easier, and I'll share the details on those here shortly. The first tip I'll share on using up milk and prolonging its freshness is homemade kefir. I have been steadily making kefir at home for about a year now, and it's easy and so full of probiotics for optimal gut health. I keep kefir grains in a pretty low maintenance manner. As you can see, I pulled these out of the fridge. I just had them stored with some fresh milk for a couple of weeks while I was not in need of kefir and doing some traveling. When I want to use them, I simply take them out, strain them, add them to a fresh jar of milk, and put them on the counter and let them do their thing. It's really that easy, and the kefir lasts up to 2 weeks, even when using already 2-week-old milk. I'll link the grains I purchased online and started with that I'm still keeping alive to this day. So back to these nifty lids I found for my jars. These are the wide mouth option. They have a pour spout that pops open and clicks to stay open, which makes pouring cream and kefir and milk so much easier, especially when the kids want to help out in the kitchen. I finally found a mess-free way for them to confidently pour their kefir into smoothies and help mama pour her coffee creamer. They are so happy about it. I will gladly link these lids below for you in the description. Just click the more button below the video to open up the description box and find any links or recipes that I mention. But I am totally obsessed with these. They are a game changer. They're durable, they're well made, and not to mention surprisingly affordable. I was kind of worried using them on a big half-gallon jar if they could withstand the weight of a full half-gallon of milk, but as you can see, my son's picking them up, pouring the milk. I don't find that they flex very much to the weight of the milk, which is really nice. So don't forget to check the description to see more details on where you can snag some of these if you are interested as well. Moving on to my next tip for using up dairy is yogurt. So easy to make at home, so versatile, and lasts a good while in the fridge. We go through a couple of gallons of yogurt a week around here. I use it for cooking, for sauces, for breakfast, for dessert. I mean, it's a jack of all trades in my kitchen, and did I mention so easy to make? I will link my homemade Greek yogurt video below that shows step-by-step on how to make thick, creamy Greek yogurt with only 2 ingredients in your own kitchen. If you're interested in trying it out yourself, be sure to open the description and find that link. Next up is a really good way to use up that milk that's on its way to souring: ricotta cheese. Oh, so delicious, and your next lasagna will be the best you ever made when you use your fresh homemade ricotta. Again, this is so easy, only takes 2 ingredients and a little bit of time. I have a homemade ricotta video that I will link below for you if you are interested to see how this is done step by step as well. It is surprisingly easy. I honestly was very overwhelmed to try this the first time, and then after I did it, I was like, wow, that is super simple. If you want to learn how to make it the quick and easy way, check out my video that I will link below for you. And another maybe obvious but really easy way to use up extra dairy is to cook with it. There are so many recipes that call for a lot of milk and cream, but one of my go-tos is a quiche. I add quite a bit of milk and cream to my quiche, and it turns out so lovely every time. This is a quiche from my 65 eggs to 40 freezer meals video that I can share below, where I make and freeze quiche as one of my freezer meal ideas. If you want to check that out, I will link it below for you. There are a lot of things that you can do with cream, but one of the quickest, easiest things is to turn it into butter. You'll not only get the fresh, beautiful butter, but also buttermilk to use in recipes. I have made butter in both the blender and the stand mixer. Both are so easy and really don't take that much time at all. It's quite amazing how simple homemade butter really is. So if you need to use up some cream, I highly recommend trying this out. And lastly, whether your milk is on the verge of souring or you just have too much to use up, a very good way to use it up is on your farm animals. I find that my chickens lay more when they are regularly getting some raw milk or cream as a snack. So I do not consider this wasting, since they will use all of that nutrients to then make me nutrient-dense eggs that will feed my family. So it's a beautiful circle and a great way to use up any extra milk that you need used. Thank you so much for spending your precious time with me, and I hope this video gave you a few good ideas on how you can use up extra dairy and some ways to prolong its freshness as well. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel so that more of my videos will show up in your feed for you. Thanks again. See y'all next week.